as a content creator, you guys know I always come here and tell you guys everything about China. But even me, sometimes I'm always very, very scared because I know that they're always watching me, my YouTube content. I know that they're always maybe checking every of my chats. I get a lot of messages, a lot of people asking me messages about China. I have to tell them what they need to know so that they can be able to come here. And I get a lot of this fear that I feel like these people are watching me because I'm a YouTuber. So even me, I have to be careful what I even say. If you learn Chinese, I mean, you can be able to buy anything easily. You can be able to do anything easily. But if you do not know how to speak Chinese, then you have to maybe have like a Chinese friend that can speak English. And this is very, very difficult. And also maybe they invite you to come and eat. And then the person that invited you have not even started eating. You already started eating. Don't do this. If you're here, just know that you don't have a privacy. Your documents, everything, they have access to it. So you just need to know this.
I'm sick of all these thoughts that are stuck in my head. I'm sick of wishing I could just forgive and forget. I'm sick of all these thoughts that are stuck in my mind, my mind, my mind.
Welcome back again to my channel. If this is the first time that you're joining, welcome to the family, guys. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about 10 things you should never do if you're coming to China. This video is for those of you that just came to China. So I'm going to be helping you, guiding you on what you should do, what you should not do. These are important things. The first thing that you should never do as a newbie coming to China is to disrespect China's customs and traditions. Okay, so this is very, very important. These are things that you should not do when you're coming here. The traditions, the customs, you should not disrespect it. They take it to heart if you do not respect their tradition. And sometimes, let us just be honest, we all have like different beliefs, right? And there are some beliefs that you may not really agree with. You know, before you come here, there are some beliefs you will not agree with. But it's just better for you to just respect the beliefs that you see here, respect the traditions that you can see here. This is very, very important. The second thing that I feel like is very, very important that you should not do is that you do not try your best to learn some basic Chinese. A lot of people, before they start coming to China, in their mind, they just feel like maybe in China, they're like, they would be able to relate easily without knowing Chinese. But I tell you that this is very, very difficult. If you are going to be coming here, try to learn some basic Chinese. Try to learn because it will really, really help you, okay? If you learn Chinese, I mean, you can be able to buy anything easily. You can be able to do anything easily. But if you do not know how to speak Chinese, then you have to maybe have like a Chinese friend that can speak English. And this is very, very difficult. Or maybe now you need to have maybe like a foreigner friend that can speak English and Chinese. And this is also very, very annoying because now you are going to be dependent on people, and this can be very, very annoying. So it's very, very good for you to just learn some basic Chinese, that you can do things on your own, that you can travel on your own. You can even be able to translate with Baidu app. You can train yourself to do this using the Baidu app to translate, to know how to use this so that you can be able to be independent and do whatever you want. Avoid criticizing government and political system in China. This is very, very important. See, let me tell you, make sure you follow all the rules and regulations when you're coming here, and do not criticize the government and political system in China. If not, you're going to attract unwanted attention. I'm telling you this. As a content creator, you guys know I always come here and tell you guys everything about China. But even me, sometimes I'm always very, very scared because I know that they're always watching me, my YouTube content. I know that they're always maybe checking every of my chats because I get a lot of messages, a lot of people asking me messages about China. I have to tell them what they need to know so that they can be able to come here. And I get a lot of this fear that I feel like these people are watching me because I'm a YouTuber. So even me, I have to be careful what I even say. recently I came out telling you guys that I'm a student, right? Teaching, and I'm working, and I'm also studying. And I also have a visa to back this. I have my visa that allow me to teach and work. And even with that, there's still issues everywhere. So my dear, I came online to say it all, that I'm a student working with a visa, and it went viral. And all of a sudden, I've been feeling this kind of attention all over me. Even in school, I've been feeling this kind of weird attention. And one time, the teacher was even saying something. She was just teaching on or telling us about the school, and she said something about, oh, somebody posted that the person was teaching. The person posted the video. I was not thinking about it. Like, the person posted the video of teaching. I post the videos of me teaching. So, but I have a visa about this. So when I'm like, is it me that they're referring to? Am I the one? Because one thing about these Chinese people, they will never tell you anything. They will just be there. But you will just feel like something's not right. Something's not right. That's how I've been feeling. But I don't know if I'm the one, because nobody have ever told me anything. Even today, right now, I was supposed to go and teach. And I have a class today. Guys, I've started my PhD. I'm very, very busy. I'm working and teaching. But I mean, I told them in the group that, oh, I have a class. I've started my class and I'll not be able to come and teach today. But they still posted it in the group, the time that you should come, everything. And I said, okay, no wahala, let me just go and teach. But as I was going, I realized that my name was no more on the list, because I told them that I have class. Why didn't they tell me? So that's what I'm just telling you. Please respect the rules. If you are coming here, respect. So guys, next thing I'll be talking about is accept gifts. Okay. I remember my friend gave me a gift. I don't know, there was someone who gave me a gift, and I was like, oh, thank you. And they were still like insisting that I should take the gift. So I later realized that, okay, it's like in China, when they give you gifts, even if you don't want it to, still just collect. But you don't need to open it right there. You can open it later. So try as much as possible to accept gifts. Whenever you see somebody give you anything, any gifts in general, try to accept and say thank you. Even if you don't need it, even if you don't like it, just say thank you and collect it, right? There was even something that got me really pissed when I was working in my second office. The woman, she's actually someone who supervises, right? She's a supervisor. So she gave me gifts. She used to give me gifts. Like, she would buy drinks for every of the staffs, and I'll always collect. Everybody will collect. Even though I will not take it, but I'll still collect. And she came to the room one time, and then I was just like, this woman is always buying stuffs for us. So let me just buy something and give to her. I have drinks in my room. And I said, can you just take a drink and come and give to her? Because she came to visit the teachers. So I now got the gifts, and I came to give to her. And she just kept it. She just kept it on the seat and left. I mean, I feel like she did that on purpose, because she could easily have taken the drink, even if she doesn't want it to. But she wanted me to feel bad, and she left the drink there. And you know me, my mouth is too road. I'm not someone that is shy or somebody that I don't know how to express myself when I feel like something is not right. So immediately I called her to it. I said, but I gave you something. You did not collect. What happened? Hope there's no problem. You should. I did not even say anything. I didn't even say anything. It was later on when she did something to me that I was like, you know what, I'm leaving the company, I'm leaving the school, I couldn't stay. That when my main boss asked me some of the things that she had done, I now even reported the main boss about that one, because I always felt like I didn't belong, which is normal as an international. Of course, sometimes you feel like you don't belong because they are Chinese. Of course, why would you feel like you need to belong everywhere? It's normal. I'm not the kind of person that must belong, but I know when you are doing something that is wrong. And the supervisor, she was always like doing things. I just felt like that woman was a racist. So, and she's my supervisor, she's like my boss. Like, she's not my boss, but she's somebody I have to also respect. So I couldn't understand, like, if somebody is giving you a hard time, like, that means your stay there will be really difficult. That's how I felt. So, my dears, collect gifts. And if you just notice that this person, you give the person gifts, the person does not want to collect your own gifts, stay away from that person, because this is something that is not normal in China. Like, they always feel bad if you don't collect their gifts, and I feel like you should just collect their gifts. A lot of internationals, there are some Chinese food that maybe they don't eat or they don't like, and maybe somebody will give you this Chinese food. You say, oh, thank you. Just collect it. Just say, oh, thank you, yes, yeah. I mean, it just shows sign of respect, something like that. So, guys, there are some dining etiquettes that I feel like you also need to learn if you're in China, but it's not compulsory. Like using the chopsticks, you should also know that you should know where to use it, how to use it. I mean, like, this is important. Just learn how to do these things. And also, maybe they invite you to come and eat, and then the person that invited you have not even started eating. You already start eating. Don't do this. Make sure that whoever has invited you to eat, maybe your boss, at least the person should start eating, then you can eat. Or maybe they are drinking, the person can, raise up the cup and everything, and you too can drink. Like, just note some of the important etiquettes, okay? Yeah, these are things you should know. You can do your research to know more about this. Okay, there are some times you may feel like maybe they're invading your privacy, because this one in China is something they do. You don't have a privacy, or let me just tell you. So if you're coming from the US or whatever country you're coming from, here there's nothing like privacy. I feel like there was one time that they were saying they were going to sue Facebook or something for keeping some data or anything. I don't think it happens here. I think that they are always searching everything, checking everything, messages, chats, everything. They're always like checking them. So there's no like privacy here. Also, like, even as I'm here, sometimes the police will just come to my room, say, oh, let me see your room, just check my room. And you remember, I'm like, what is this? Because in Beijing, when I was in Beijing, nobody used to do that. Nobody invaded our privacy. But here, they will be checking your room, doing all those things. And it's very, very irritating and very, very annoying. But, I just have to, like, just keep quiet. Because even my parents cannot just be entering, badging my room. Like, I know my mom likes to come to my room. But I mean, there's a limit. Do you understand? Because I'm even like a girl. But this one, always male police, entry, or all those kind of things. You just have to get used to it if you're coming here. And don't be rude or think it's not normal. This is normal. If you're here, just know that you don't have a privacy. Your documents, everything, they have access to it. So you just need to know this. To be honest, I would say public show of affection doesn't seem like something that is not normal. Like, in China, I feel like there's a lot of public show of affection than my country. Like, I remember, like, in between, I don't know if this is allowed in China in general, but just the fact that when I was here and I'll just see some couple kissing outside, I'm like, Jesus, who's this? So there were some things that I will see, and I'm like, this is not the way in my country. Like, people do not just kiss outside, do public show of affection outside. But I noticed that here, like, I was seeing it a lot, especially when I was in Beijing. But I think in general, it's not allowed. So just never feel like it's not normal when you see like people hugging, kissing, all those things. Some people do it, and it's just something that you just need to understand. Also, try to be modest in your dressing. There are a lot of people, the way they dress, shirts and everything, it's normal for them. But I mean, when you're here, you have to know how to like tone it up a little. It's very, very important. Tone it up. Do not try to be disrespectful to people here. Do not be disrespectful to people, especially in the higher positions. This is for people that are probably planning to work in China, because I think for me as a person, from experience, everybody just feel like whatever they tell you to do, if you're working in China, whatever they tell you to do, just do. Just do. You will not ask questions. You will not complain. Anything you just say do. If you don't like, resign. This is from experience. Because when I stay working, I used to feel like I can talk. Because I've worked in my country. I have experience working in my country. And I mean, like, sometimes you can talk to your boss. If there's something your boss is doing or something you don't understand, you can actually approach your boss, talk to your boss. This is normal. But here, it is not normal. Oh. They see that is disrespectful. Like when you have to question anything they tell you to do, when you're not taking action, whatever they tell you to do, you're not taking action. Whatever they tell you to, as in, they just like that when they say this, do this, do not ask questions. Because I could not understand why it was difficult for me to actually like express myself. Maybe now my boss, this boss that was ahead of me, she's even my mate. So in my mind, I was like, I could even be myself with that kind of boss. Even her, she said, do this, do this. And I'm trying to ask her, okay, I don't understand this. Or I'm trying to say, I don't think this is right. This because for me, I'm international. And where I'm working is an international company. She's Chinese. She may not know some things. So for me, I'll try to correct her on some things that I think this is wrong or this. It was a problem. They say that, when they say do this, I always like to like talk or explain. This is not how we grew up. But now I have learned. That's what I'm telling you. You also need to learn this. Like when you're here, you just need to know how to do things. When they tell you to do them, you do them. Which leads me to the last option, which is expecting that things will work the same way in your country. Nah. Never ever expect this. Do not think that China is your country. China is not your country. It's just China is a different, special country that is they just run on obedience. Do this. Whatever they say you should do, do. Whatever they say you should act. Like that's how it works here. And something that you need to understand and something that you need to know. It's not your home country. So never come here expecting that you see like similarities. I mean, there's some really good similarities. I won't lie, especially with my country Nigeria, there's some similarities I see. But just know that you are leaving your country, you're coming to a different country. Make sure you know the rules and regulations. Make sure that when they tell you to do something, you're not asking questions. You're not saying, oh, but this doesn't seem right. It is not your country. So if you don't like whatever they say you should do, pack your things and leave. If you don't like whatever they tell you to do, pack your things and leave. If you know that you're someone that it's difficult for you to obey rules, you're very stubborn, then you just need to know how to behave, how to act. Aside from me, from experience here, I have realized my mistakes. That if there are some, like now, if I get the opportunity to start applying for work and working, I have realized my mistakes that I should not expect that this country is my country back home. So this means that whatever they tell me to do, I do them, whether I am in agreement or not. And this is very, very important, especially for me that I'm a content creator. I'm always very, very careful what I say, what I do. I'm always very, very careful here. So that's just my advice. I hope these are things that really, really help you, really, really guide you on how you should stay here. And please, Chinese is very, very important, especially as a student. If you know how to speak Chinese, you have a lot of opportunities. So try to learn Chinese very well. I think one of the things that made it difficult for me to blend in so well was because I didn't know a lot of Chinese. My listening is very, very good. If you are speaking Chinese around me, I know what you're saying. I know everything. But when it was time to work with them, because I don't know how to speak, they automatically think that I don't know Chinese. It's not like I don't even know how to speak. I know how to speak, but I've not yet gotten that much confidence. But if you force it out of me, because I remember that the students that I was teaching in the second job I was working in, the student I was teaching, I mean, that one forced it out of me to speak Chinese. You would ask me questions, you would speak Chinese. Even when I was speaking English for the students, you would always force it out of me to speak Chinese. And I had to be speaking Chinese. Then I knew that I could speak Chinese. Why am I not speaking Chinese? So that's the thing. Just always try your best to learn Chinese. It's not easy. Yes, I know it's difficult, but just try your best to learn. And I'm telling you, the opportunities here, trust me, the opportunities here. If only students are allowed to work, it will make it so beautiful. But students are not allowed to work, but it's still fine. After you graduate, you can still work or try any other opportunity that are available. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.